During an interview with Steve Bannon this week, Marjorie Taylor Greene vowed revenge against the FBI and the DOJ for God only knows what. I think the context of the conversation is they were talking about all those missing whistleblowers in the Hunter Biden case that we later learned through her own admission. Actually, most of them are in jail. So you didn't lose them. You just don't want to have to go to the jail and talk to them. Marjorie Taylor Greene only likes to go to jails to talk to Capitol Rioters. You know, she don't want to go talk to potential witnesses that could blow the Biden story out of the water. No, God knows she's not going to do that. Oh, whoa. But anyway, she told Steve Bannon that her and her Republican allies are absolutely going to take their revenge out on the FBI for, again, unknown reasons. Here is what Greene had to say. We have to use the power of the appropriations to cut funding, and this is how we hold them accountable until the American people give us full control in Washington in 2024, where we have the Senate and the White House. This is the only tool we have, is the budget and appropriations, and that is exactly where we plan to punish them. And I do believe that we will have the support of the Speaker of the House. I feel very certain about that. I'm sure you do. After all, Kevin McCarthy, as part of his deal to become Speaker of the House, had to make his deal with the devil, Marjorie Taylor Greene, in order to secure up enough votes to become the Speaker. So what Marjorie Taylor Greene wants, Marjorie Taylor Greene gets. She is, as AOC correctly pointed out a couple weeks ago, pretty much the de facto Speaker of the House at this point. However, the Appropriations Committee, all of that, you really think it's a smart idea, Marjorie, as your party continues to go around? I mean, hell, you're going around talking about this so-called unprecedented crime wave in liberal cities and states. And here you are wanting to cut the funding for the nation's top law enforcement agency. I mean, how do you think those two conflicting viewpoints are going to play out in the 2024 elections? Don't you think that Democrats, I mean, as bad as they are with their messaging, don't you think that maybe they could put together some kind of ad where they show your stupid face talking about defunding the friggin' FBI, and then cut to you saying that crime is out of control, back to you saying we're going to cut the funding of the DOJ, back to another Republican saying crime is out of control? I mean, if you want to be tough on crime, you can't go out there and defund the top law enforcement agency in the country. That seems like a very stupid move to me, but hey, you do you, and you seem to like to do stupid things. Not to mention the fact that you're sitting there in a House of Representatives controlled by Republicans that are repeatedly holding hearings on the, quote, weaponization of the federal government, and you're literally saying you're going to use the federal government to punish people that you view as your enemies. How are Republicans this hypocritical without anybody else noticing? I'm not talking about people on the left. We notice. But how does their idiotic base on the right not notice these things? How can the morons at Newsmax and Fox News and One America and all those other little idiot right-wing YouTubers watch this crap happen where Republicans in one breath say, the federal government's been weaponized, and then say, and we're going to weaponize the federal government to go after our enemies? Like, how can you be that dumb as a voter, that dumb as a citizen, to not realize that, wait a minute, you can't do both them things now, can you? But nope, that's the Republican base for you. There is no thoughts in their heads. None. Nothing. They don't think of anything. I am firmly convinced of that at this point. Because if they did, they would wake up. They would understand the blatant hypocrisy coming out of these Republicans who are talking out of both sides of their mouth on a daily basis. It's not even like they're just contradicting something they said 6 months ago. They contradict themselves in a single 4-minute interview on Fox News. That's how incompetent and stupid the Republican Party is. But for some reason, their base is even more incompetent and even dumber than they are, which is how these people keep getting elected. Hey, everyone. This is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen. Oh, not be so grumpy.